Oh yeah, we back at it again. And we've got some black bear hides. If you watched yesterday's live stream, we uh, we skinned the paws all the way down to the claw. Uh, we split the ears and all things like that, and fleshed the entire black bear hide. Today we have another one that we're going to do all the same things to. But the one we did yesterday, we're going to degrease him right now. And the way I just do that is with Dawn dish soap. This is what I get. This is how I degrease my hides. I just pour a generous amount in there. Probably half that bottle, maybe a little more, whatever, you know, get you some in there. And just use something to stir it all up. I use this right here, just something, a tool to pack the ground, but it has such a big surface area on it. And it does a good job of mixing it all up. How about that? Should look something like that. Super sudsy. So what I'll do now, I didn't get it on camera yesterday because my phone died, but I salted this bear hide and folded it up. So this bear hide just has salt all in it. So I'm gonna let all that salt get in there too. And there it is on the inside. We'll make sure that it's completely opened up. Let it get in there. We'll just take our little mixer and just kind of agitate this. What's up, you guys? Fluffy Navel, what's up again? Oscar, what's up? Bumblebee. So I'm working on tanning cow hides. What's up, South Korea? You too. I'm sorry, I'm working on tanning bear hides. So on this one, we fleshed it yesterday and salted it overnight. And now we're degreasing it. I'm just agitating it right now, and I'm just gonna let it sit. All right. We'll let that bear hide sit in there for cow juice. No, this is bear hide. Sorry, I didn't mean to say cow hides. But we're degreasing it. We're getting all the grease out of the fur and off the skin. All right. So now we have another bear hide over here. Oh, whoa, whoa. All right. Get the old gloves on. Yeah, bear skins are greasy. I got a lot of fat on them. Just super greasy animals. We'll get these gloves on, and then I'll pull this guy out and y'all can see what I'm doing. What's the name for your cow? It's not a cow, it's a bear. Yet again, it is a bear. I call him Bear because that's what he is. All right. Bear. All right. So we'll get them laid out here the way we want them. You can call Barry. Yeah, good name. Old Barry. Barry the bear. All right, y'all. So there's a few things that have to be done here. I do these for live streams, but people go back and watch these live streams and that are wanting to learn how to tan these hides, I've noticed. So I definitely teach as I go. So we've got paws here and there, here and up there, and then right there, and then right there. I got the tail that I've got to do, but the first thing I want to work on is this head right here. We still got the skull in there, everything, so we need to do what we have to get this freaking thing where we need it. And try to get this tripod to where y'all can see good. I'm gonna set this down, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with me. Y'all gotta bear with me. All right. All right, sweet. Look at that. That's a freaking bear, dude. All right, so we'll get this knife sharpened. There you go. Now, y'all, this is not for everybody. If you're watching this and you don't want to see this crap, I'll just go ahead and go away, because you may not like what you see. But we're skinning a bear head. That's what's going on. This is how you get bear skin. coming around the ears right now, y'all. That's what I'm doing. One ear. Sure do. You just have to not be afraid to get dirty. So, I don't know. Have to be a psychopath to do this. This is your origin, buddy. You came from stuff like this. You just lost track of who you are along the way. And that's all you. Yeah. That's so funny. You're a funny person. All right. Gotta be a liberal. Obviously not the funnest freaking part of tanning hides, but it is necessary. You gotta get the freaking hide. Man, a lot of freaking meat on here, jeez. That's such a funny comment. You have to be a psychopath to do this. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. People are crazy. But I'm the crazy one, I guess. How long does it take to tan a bear hide? Just a couple weeks. Like, you know, to go through the entire process, just a couple weeks, maybe 10 days, you know. feeling for the eyes there because it's easy to miss them and just cut right into them. I just like to feel right where I'm at. There they are. Who's asking questions? Dude ain't paying attention. I've answered every single question, Travis. So, yeah, I'm not paying. I mean, I'm looking up, but I have to work. I can't just sit here and just stare at you. I mean, what the freak? Would you just scroll on here and assume that? You're gonna have to scroll somewhere else, man. You don't know what's going on. Yeah. Boy, people are crazy, man. People are just something else. You see a lot of them on here. A lot of crazy freaking shit. Well, that's whatever. I'm working, but I'm looking up. Yeah, I mean, people are just they just assume stuff. It's like, you don't know what's going on. But that's the thing about the phone, is like, people feel they're just so cocky behind that phone. It's like, man, and then I think it makes people super entitled to their own opinion because they're just sitting there and don't know shit. Anyway, I ain't trying to rant on, Travis. Hope you have a great day. What you not knowing ass. What you not knowing shit having ass self. Shit. Huh. I think Travis knows I'm paying attention now. His knife is not very sharp. I'm gonna need to work on it after today. we're coming around the mouth now. We're almost done with this part. Getting the hide prepped to tan is always, when you're skinning or fleshing, they want the paws on this one. Again, this is for a customer, and they want the paws on here. So you gotta get the bone out of all that, because all you need is the skin. So there's a lot of prep work on these skins and a lot of stuff to remove. So that's what we're doing, and it's going to be a nice rug when we're done with it, but we have to get done with this part. Yeah, what's up, Devin? We got the meat right here. That's right. All right. Okay, so that right there, that part's done. Okay, so now I'm going to take a razor blade and I'm going to take all the cartilage out of the nose. Going to apply a little pressure on it. And you're just going around. I mean, definitely just going around the cartilage until you get to the actual nose. Clean up a little bit around it so you can actually see what you got going on. And then whenever I get all the way to the base of the cartilage, I just split it down the middle, all the way to the actual nose. You can go, once you get to all the way down to the actual nose, you should have 2 pieces like that. And then you can just carefully just cut it off without cutting into the nose. You can come back out here and double check where you're at, whatever you gotta do. There you go. That's one side. Come over here and do the other. Basically what we need to do is get this hide, like, we'll definitely go back through here and get more of that cartilage off, but we need to hurry up and get it to where it's like preserved as fast as possible. So I'm just going through and doing the priority things right now, which is going to be these cartilage in the nose, splitting the ears, and then removing all the bones out of the paws and stuff, and then we can then we can salt it and then get it ready to get pickled and all that. So, yep, just cleaning up around the ears right now. Cleaning all the meat off the bulb of the ears so I can expose everything. Just want to be able to see everything. That way it's not super confusing on where I'm at, what I'm doing. And if you're ever actually going to do this, you know, you'll just kind of find your own method. I mean, however you can get it done. And the ear, it just splits. It's just a seam right here, and you just put a little pressure on it. It's kind of like just skinning an animal. You're just skinning the ear, and it's going to turn inside out. Cut a little bit more of this ear cartilage off. So I can get my finger in there a little bit more. What's up, YM? I kept my card this year. I'm going to try to tan this winter. It's in my freezer. You kept your card? What do you mean? Yeah, man, try to do it. Tanning some hides. It's fun. Fun to experiment with, fun to just do. However, whatever method you decide to do, it's always fun. All right, that's gonna be one ear turned right there. Now we gotta come over here and do the other one. Oh, your hide, heck yeah. What kind of hide is it? Used to tan coyotes. Just ended up taking more time than it was worth. You sell your hides. So if I get some hides for personal inventory, I will, but typically I don't go that route. I just have, customers will bring me hides to tan, and so I just charge a service fee for tanning hides. That's really all I do. Colin, what's up, Colin? How you doing? It's going good. Colin, you're from New York, right? I hope I remember right. Awesome, just found your channel. Heck yeah, thanks NM Coyotes. I appreciate it. Colin, I got it, man. Well, I thought you were from South Africa last time, yeah. But it's New York. It's cool. It's funny. Yeah, we're working on a bear today. Splitting the ears, we're taking it outside because it's a pretty decent day. Button buck hide I got there. Heck yeah, congrats on that. That's cool. How's it going? Tanning that old hide. I like tanning deer hide. I got a deer hide, it's tanned and I oiled it now. I'm gonna soften it today. Deer hides are definitely one of my favorites. Got it on salt. Heck yeah, man. That's what's up. Got that deer hide on salt. Up in New York. That's what's up. All right, y'all, we're gonna be good on that ear right there. So now let's go ahead and move on to the paws. Let me grab something. All right. So the head, that's always like one of the hard parts. I also have a skunk hide on salt right now. Heck yeah, skunk's pretty. I mean, as long as you don't hit that gland, you know, or did it spray on you? Like does the skunk hide smell skunky? And if it does, what do you do to remove that smell? Let me try to help this out. Hopefully y'all can see that. So on this bear, I'm just going to completely remove the pad. And I do that just by tracing around the pad. And then I'll just like fillet it off pretty much. That way I can just get it completely out of the way. And I just get as close to that pad as I can, that way I'm not losing a lot of fur. I definitely smell it. I soaked it in warm water with baking soda and Dawn dish soap. Heck yeah. I pretty well do the same thing. I add hydrogen peroxide to it as well. And yeah, Dawn dish soap, baking soda, and hydrogen peroxide is what I do. And who knows, I may not even need hydrogen peroxide. That's just the way I've always done it. Did it take the smell out? All right, there's the pad right there. Bam. Now we just got the paw totally opened up. We're gonna remove these little fingers in here. Always checking fur. I'll be pulling on the fur as I go. How I do? Okay, I already read that. We'll come back behind these paws and lift them up off of the hide carefully. Now we'll come in here and split these fingers. What's the Leatherface up to? Not much, David. How you doing, man? Good to see you again. Just doing a bear hide today. I got this bear hide to flesh, and then I got one degreasing. I got one in the pickle bath. I got one in the freezer. We'll be busting it out tomorrow, probably, maybe. So, and hopefully got some more bear hides coming. So it's good. We're doing bears for a little while. And so I'm just taking these claws all the way, or these bones all the way down to the claws. Hey Dora, hey, you know, let's keep it appropriate on here. Okay. I'm just tanning hides. That's what it's all about. And so we're just trying to locate the very last knuckle here, and we're going to remove it from the very last knuckle. And that can kind of be a challenge to get in here and locate, especially like not putting any holes in. JS Sharp, what's up? What's up, man? What? Good deal. Can't really see what you're doing in here. There we go. You just pop it right out. You need to get that crap off. Do you brain tan or chemical tan? I chemical tan. I started brain tanning, awesome tan. But now that I'm tanning for customers and stuff, I do a chemical tan. Because, you know, I mean, unless somebody actually wants me to brain tan, then I will. What's up, Ewa? Cullen, have you gone hunting yet this year? I have. I got a lot of bucks that I'm seeing that are coming and going. You know, we're getting into the fall patterns and deer moving around, but it's still hot here in Arkansas, so it's a lot of nighttime activity. I did get a 9-point in the daytime on camera the other day in the morning, about 7 o'clock in the morning, and so I'm just kind of seeing. Have you been seeing much? Here's the thing, y'all. We got 4 paws to work on. The front paws and then the back paws are totally different than the front. They're almost a little bit harder to work. But, you know, we got to get all the way down to that last claw, so we got to get all the way in there. JS Sharp, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. It helps. I don't know where this channel is going or what, but I mean, if anything, bam, I can help teach some people how to tan hides. Can y'all see what we're doing? We're going up in there. I've been seeing some does. I got a button buck the other day on a nuisance tag. Heck yeah. No, meat in the freezer is meat in the freezer, no doubt. I mean, I have a stand that is just primarily that I went and looked and scouted a lot for a big buck, and then I have areas that I'm gonna get does and button buck or anything out of, like anything, you know. If I could kill one big buck, that'd be kind of nice, but I definitely, when it comes down to it, I need more meat than I need big horns. What hide are you working on? Where do you get your supplies? I'm working on a bear hide right now, and I get my supplies from a few different places. I order like pH strips. I order from McKinsey, and I order finishing oil from Pro One. I order also a pickling acid, liquid acid. What's up, XX? America. I order pickling acid from Pro One as well. I order a submersible tanning. This powder is called Permatan 2000. I order that from True Bond Taxidermy. It's basically, you know, I figured all that, ordering from all those different places based on price and quality. And it's just a little bit of messing around with it for me to figure it out. I just go to Tractor Supply and I'll get Neat's Foot oil as a finishing oil. I like how it kind of darkens it up a little bit. I don't use it on everything, but thicker hides or hides that have thicker skin fibers, I will use it on. Heck yes, Scott, appreciate it. So once you do all this removing bones and stuff like that, then you can start working on tanning the hide. You know, this is the part right here. It just has to be done. Super tedious. You know, we're not putting a single hole in the webs of the fingers or nothing. I mean, we're taking our time and we're going to do it right, and it's going to look real good. You know, I could just take it down a little bit and snip off these bones or cut them with a hatchet or something. You know, I could not go down all the way, but you know, those claws, man, I mean, there's hair all around them, and you could end up with rot on the claw, and it will you know, that claw can rot and come right off. JS, I'm definitely looking for deals along with quality. Yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes to pickling, I mean, as long as it's an acid that will hold its pH, well then that's what you want, you know what I mean? In some places, you know, they've been around a long time. True Bond is a pretty expensive taxidermy company, but they just produce good quality. So, you know, they have some good stuff that I just don't use, but I have used. I just don't find it necessary to spend that much money on it, especially doing like, now if I was just going to do something for myself, then heck yeah, you know, but when it comes to like trying to make money and all this and that, I mean, you know, I'm not sacrificing quality, but I just kind of, I order from 3 different places and it seems to work out. I mean, yeah. YM says, what's up, Jay Sharp? And so like today we're going to be doing you know, we're removing these bones and just getting it to where it's just the hide. And then and I flesh with a pressure washer, guys, and I'm gonna be doing that here and as soon as I get done with all these paws, which is taking me a little bit, but sorry. Oh yeah, European mount. What kind of European mount? What kind of critter you got? All right, that's it for that paw. You can see, I don't know, hopefully you can see the webs in there. We're all good. We just have the claws. Just the bone that connects the claws is what we got. So now we're gonna move everything around. I find that you have to make quick work of bear hides just because they want this, the fur wants to slit pretty quick on them. But you know, it definitely just takes a little bit of time to freaking do, you know. So that's one paw right there. I have the mounts, just not the animals. Heck yeah, YM. Man, that's cool. I ain't never killed a antelope before. We ain't got them around here. All right, once again, we're just gonna remove the pad off of this beast, off this paw. Heck yeah, YM, I feel you. I'm out of my first whitetail deer last year that I killed, and you know, it ain't you know, perfect, but I really enjoy it, especially because, you know, I did everything on it, tan the hide and freaking everything. So I feel you. Pretty expensive. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever take anything to a taxidermist no more. You know, hopefully it'd be cool to kind of like become one. I would do it. But you just have to have some experience, so you got to start doing something. Yeah, hunting for meat's the way to go. That's what I do too.